What's up? What's up? It's your boy Jay, right back at you. Right back at you. This is our last weekend here, so we're gonna be in a different location. But tonight, you already know we got my guy Red. You know what I'm saying? Red gonna get us a little shout out.
Hey, well, I'm back. Been a minute, but I'm here maybe to enlighten some people. I might piss off some people. However, you gonna see what's going on.
You heard it. We got my brother Lil Bennett here. You know, y'all remember Lil Bennett? We was on the Hebrew last trip, but we're on another level this trip.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. Thanks for having me back again, bro.
Yes, sir.
Get at
Appreciate you.
Hebrew Ben on Instagram.
Already. Y'all heard it. Tonight we're gonna be talking about quite a few things. We'll be talking about vaccination, how you feel, what you're thinking, what it's doing, what's in it. And we're also gonna be talking about the community, different things taking place in community relationships, men and women, laws, and also policies, and also solutions. My brother Ray, you want to jump us off in the beginning dealing with this vaccination?
Yeah. First off, I'm gonna put two hands, but not drop to my knees. But I'm praying for everybody that took the vaccination because they took it without knowing what's really in it, what's going on with it. It's like a question mark.
Thank you.
Would you do anything that you didn't know nothing about? If you didn't know nothing about it, would you do it? That's what I'm going to give a little sermon on today. I did some research. I got sent a video from a cousin of mine. This pandemic been going on for years and years. If you don't know your history, it will repeat itself.
Sure.
If you look up 1976, swine flu pandemic, it's people that left that, rushed out, went and got the shot. The same CDC that's telling everybody to get vaccinated right now. Back then, they ran and got the shot. Lady, just as healthy as I am, school teacher, went and got the shot, never even took a flu shot. Went and got that swine flu shot. She's crippled right now. You can look it up right now. Crippled. She went and sued the government. I'm going to do some research and come back with how all that went. Okay. But keep in mind, that was 1976. Now we back in a big pandemic with the coronavirus.
Right.
Everybody wear your mask, stay protected. And they pushing this vaccine again that nobody knows nothing about but the CDC. They're not giving us the truth about the vaccine. That's one reason why I won't take it. I'm not going to knock you for taking it, but I pray for you. But if everybody take it, I don't need to take it. I'm sorry.
Did you have a question you want to ask?
Yeah.
Did you had your hand up?
The statistics are showing, certain individuals that didn't have a good experience with the vaccine. But what do you say to when they say okay, 6 women got blood clots out of 6 million people that got it? And they brush it over like there was some, luck of the draw. It wasn't from
6 women out of 6 million.
That's what they said on CNN.
Okay, so
women, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Out of 6 million.
Probably,
out of 6 million.
That's
hold on.
literally 1 in a million.
You want to speak?
Hold on, hold on.
You want me to get
Hold
it
on,
back?
hold on.
Okay.
I just got just one little thing to say. That's probably only the 6 that was reported. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was way more than that. People that got the shot, everybody probably didn't go get checked that got the shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I believe, man, that vaccine is much more dangerous than what we believe it is to be.
Right.
You know, so I say don't take it. And if you ain't sick, why you need it? Why volunteer for something that you're not having symptoms for? Preventive to do something that's preventive and you're not sick. I mean, what else do you do that's preventive for your health besides taking vaccine? What else do you do? Is there anything else that you do? No, you had your hand up. I thought you were gonna say
Oh,
something.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like eat right, exercise.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drink what? All right, so look.
All right, so
I used
so
to
so
eat-
if you
I
do
used to
that,
I used to eat double bacon cheeseburgers almost every day. You know what I'm saying? Then I cut out on the bacon. Then I used to eat double cheeseburgers like almost every day.
Right.
Now I'm starting to eat more chicken and fish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to like lighten up on what I eat. Like I'm starting to eat more lean meat. So like yes, I am starting to eat healthier.
Okay. Okay. Did you want to say something to that?
So anyways,
yes.
though,
Out
and I
of
exercise. I
the
do
6,
random 10.
out of the 6 that they said had blood clots, 1 already passed away. But I'm gonna go with Hebrew Ben. That's them statistics that they want you to hear.
Okay.
But the shot was shut down for a minute. So if the shot shut down for 6 out of 6 million, there's something else going on behind the scenes. You gotta use your chosen sense, because if it was common, everybody would have it.
man, it usually take a decade to kind of get a vaccine, right, and through tests and trials and all that kind of stuff, man. They just roll this out with the quickness.
Yeah.
That's
Like the 76.
That's because the pressure was on them.
All right, so the reason it takes
90
that
day
long,
thing, ain't it?
no, the
Right.
reason it takes that long to get like a drug approved is because everybody has their hand. You gotta pay a bunch of people. Like that's really what it is. Like I'm not even gonna I'm not sugarcoating shit. Like you gotta pay a bunch of people. You gotta pay a bunch of people to put their stamp on shit, do favors for them, and you gotta go through just listening to everybody with their shit takes a minute, right? And then you legit they make you just so you can motherfucking sign the paperwork and shit. You gotta go through clinical trials. Now this, due to several executive orders signed by President Donald Trump, I will say that, signed by President Donald Trump. Due to several executive orders, they were able to fast track a lot of shit. So everybody across the globe was working together at this point in time. Well, without all the red tape that usually stand in the way, everybody with their hand out was like, hey, look, we gotta get this going on because I want to go outside. Go ahead, go. Just go. I want to go outside. So we was able to you know what I'm saying, put the shit together. It don't take that. I promise you, it don't take that long to do science. It is not. It's just about money. It's just about money. People paying motherfuckers. You ever notice how money makes shit happen faster? Even if you order shit off Postmates and you pay a couple extra dollars, you got that shit show up faster. Uber, Lyft, pay a couple extra dollars, they'll show up right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying.
So do anybody?
That's all that was. They just cut out all the red tape to where people have to go through the bullshit. So we was able to just go through and do science all day, every day, and just get the shit together. It don't take that long. That's all.
So hypothetically speaking, what is the pandemic just about money? Then? That's why they want everybody to get the shot.
Well, that's what it sounds like. So,
and I'm only gonna say this one time.
So we hold on.
As I was saying to brother over there, the pandemic is about money, but it's not about money. It's about so much more than this. And I promise you, it's become so the norm for things to become a political issue where it's right versus left. But understand who the left is supposed to represent. Right? This panel, legit, is not supposed to be the left. It's not supposed to be the right. I mean, y'all very right-leaning as far as not getting the motherfucking vaccine, and it's not supposed to be us. Understand, that's why we started off this whole thing, right? All right, so listen. When it first started, I'd been going through some shit. I was caught off into a whole bunch of shit. So I was around, right? So I'm looking at it on the outside at this point in time, yo, what the fuck is this? So once I you know what I'm saying, got involved and contacted the necessary motherfuckers, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm looking at it all right, I just really need motherfuckers to jump on with this shit. Cause what it became was, I ain't gonna fake it. When I first saw everything happening at the same time as black people getting killed, I'm like, okay, they trying to give us the COVID by trying to have us out at all these protests. Now realizing that it was a whole, like I said, I've been busy with my own personal shit. So not even realizing it was some whole other shit. So what it came out as is the same thing I've been telling people for the longest time. Essentially, we are allowing the old people to sit down and watch their old shows play through once again on repeat. I don't know if y'all got the DTV thing, but they got like this old school TV show where they can watch like all their old shows and shit. So we're basically sitting them down in front of that, letting them watch their old shows play through while we move their shit out of their attic. And I've said this shit so many times. We're moving the shit out of the attic. We're about to take over the house. Don't even worry about it. We're cool. Go get the vaccine so you can make it, because the people who don't get the vaccine are the same people who don't wear the mask. And those are the people who don't care about the health of other people. And if you don't care about other people, we kind of don't want you here. So definitely go get the vaccine.
So hold on.
Because I don't know if y'all
Remy,
video
hold on.
I told y'all all three
Remy,
camps
Remy.
were coming together to combine their ideas, but a lot of people are gonna die so that a lot of other people can survive. So if you don't get the vaccine, you just might die.
All right, now. All right, so check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Okay, now check this out. Yeah, there was, but
I've been drinking. I apologize.
oh no, you fine.
It's my fault.
We're fine. But we're gonna wrap this. We're gonna wrap this up on this vaccination though. We're gonna go to something else. Did you want to say anything about
the vaccination? Well, he said something about it being like a little deeper, man. I kind of want to go use the Bible and kind of explain a little bit what's going on, man, because this is pretty much a conditioning. Like you know what I'm saying?
Don't get no more.
Right. You know what I mean? That's what's going on. This is a condition for the mark of the beast that's coming, man. And like you said, like if you don't get it, you're gonna die. Or if you don't get it, you're going against the society. That's what the scriptures say. It's people gonna be divided against people. The love of many gonna wax cold, and we can kind of see it going on right now. Like we going against each other over vaccine shots, mask shots. You're going to stores. You know what I mean? If you ain't got a mask on, I ain't got a mask on. We about to fight each other. You know what I mean? All this stuff it's been written, man, in the Bible. And my thing is like, look, man, we got to start conditioning ourselves to go against this government, because if we don't, we're gonna roll with it, and this is gonna lead us straight to the slaughter, man. Revelations 13 and 17, it says, Revelations 13 and verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, which is coming. And they say you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. And what's going on now with the vaccine shots? They saying you're gonna need vaccine passports. You're gonna have to. You can't fly. You can't do.
This is a different level.
It's going to something deeper, dog. I'm telling you, like, so we don't need to be like acquiescing to what they saying, man. I'm telling you, we need to, like you said, if you want to keep yourself healthy, drink water, go run, go exercise, eat kale. You know what I mean? Do stuff like that, man. You ain't gotta take up, sea moss. You ain't got to put in these potion and all this stuff that they got, playing for us, man. Because the only thing it's doing is just conditioning us to take this mark that's coming. So that's all I have to say on that.
All right, one thing I can say, and we're gonna wrap this up on that, then we're gonna jump to something else. But I do have to say this here, my brother. What you said is 100 though, because see, this is the thing. It tells you this, and this is written, in order to live in this new world that's coming, that's approaching you, you're gonna have to be on this level. You're gonna have to do this, just like, no disrespect to no one, you know what I'm saying, and not saying anything bad, but I just wanted to use this just to edify a little bit, bring a little bit to what I'm saying. Like, in a minute, if you don't have credit, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to buy nothing. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. So now, right. So now they already done transition you into a system. You're gonna either have to be on that level or you're gonna be over here without. Now, food. You ain't growing your own product, you're gonna have to eat what they give you. If you don't want to do that, you're gonna be over here starving. If you don't agree like with Boosie, Lil Boosie said something about Dwayne Wade about his child. Everybody went against that man about that because he don't agree with it. Then the whole world mad. Now you have to agree with this in order to keep your legacy. to stay, you know, in that light. So I agree with this brother, man. That right there speaks it all. It's deeper than the political part. That's to keep you in the rat cage in a delusional, running around. You know what I'm saying? That's all that's for. But the whole objective is bigger than this here, way bigger. But we're gonna jump into the community a little bit. We're gonna bring us to a little something about the community.
Yeah.
Hold on. We had
Go ahead. You had a question?
Go ahead.
Well, we're gonna talk about
What could you?
the police violence.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, we're gonna talk.
with.
We're gonna
or
talk
the
about
lack
that.
of-
That's what
We're gonna talk
starting
about that, man, when we get to that.
Okay.
All right, but since you said that,
Reforming
no, but
police-
since you said
reforming the police
no,
department.
since you said that, what do you think?
I mean, I think a lot of things. I think that pretty soon we're not going to have any police
Why will we not have any police?
because whatever's happening, police are scared of black people.
Police is
I
not.
Or
Give me that
they
mic.
have some
All
kind of
right.
spirit.
Yeah,
Let me explain myself.
yeah. No,
No,
I'm saying.
I already know where you're going, but just give me the mic.
The little
Yeah.
girl that just was killed by
The reason I
police
say
for
that is
fighting,
because you asked a question, but you don't.
if y'all pay attention to
Give me
the
the
tape
mic.
that they
I
have
got
out, the police is running towards the fight. He's running towards the fight.
Doing like she want to talk about it, you don't know.
Right, okay, she had a knife, but that's not what triggered him.
Sean,
What triggered that man is because he seen a black man standing
I
out there. It
I
was not about
agree.
the fight
Sean.
itself. He was triggered.
And I was like,
I agree with what you're saying, but I'm gonna take it into a realm where I want everybody to understand. It's a man right now that I took a photo with in 2017 that's no longer with us. His name is Dick Gregory. Everybody know of this man.
Yeah, I know.
This man said back then, for the racist police, do you hate me more than you want to take care of your family? So if you kill me and I take your license from you and you no longer can take care of your family, which one weighs more or less? You hate me that much? You take these folks' license away, make them civilians like me and you.
Okay.
See if they can survive then.
Well, we got to get out of.
But we have to find out what triggers.
Right.
And not only with the police, it's with black men as well.
Well, first of all,
Because you know,
Go
we
ahead.
talk about George Floyd. He was begging for his life. He was scared. We talk about this police officer running towards a fucking girl fight, and he see her father or a black man just standing over there, and he was triggered. He pulled out his gun real quick and just started shooting. Because I'm telling y'all look at that.
yeah, but
The camera footage. He didn't start shooting till he seen a black man.
Well, I'm
Okay.
telling you, Hebrew
That
man.
triggered
I
him.
told you that didn't.
okay, now
Seen
check this
that
out.
black man
That
when
little
he
Right.
kicked the
four
child.
bullets in the
Right,
chest.
but check this
That
out.
was on him.
But check this out. Now we're finna break this down in two parts. I like what you said to understand that. I want everybody that's watching to understand it and please comment on it. We're gonna break this down in two parts. First, I'm gonna let Hebrew Bennett break it down in the part that he was just talking about. We had to discussing earlier about sympathy.
Oh, right. Well, we're looking for like sympathy from the police. You know, we're looking for them to treat our people like how we'll treat them. Like if you come on the scene, you know, you're gonna shoot a person in the leg or you're gonna tase them. You ain't gonna go to the extreme. But these people have been trained through the academy. They've been trained through society to treat us a certain way. So they're not going to treat us like how we treat each other. So what we have to do is understand that's how they coming. So we have to either try to, you know, in police ourselves the best way we can within our community. You know what I mean? If it's men in the community, stop the fight, man. Like I seen that video of the girl that got shot.
Right.
I mean, dudes, stop the fight. You know what I mean? Don't. Why would you y'all let the police even come? Why that should have been ended quickly.
And
Because-
that's the thing right there. There was men standing outside when this took place.
I reiterate, males, because men wouldn't let that
That
happen.
was weak as hell. You got some questions in the
Go
audience.
ahead.
I feel like what was going on was those guys was waiting to see a titty pop out. And I feel like personally,
Those are
if we as a
children.
society, listen, these young boys out there. Anyways, I feel like if we as a society just open up, like Brazil. I remember when I was a kid, I heard Michael Basin talking about he was in Brazil and he seen women walking around in like thongs and stuff, and guys were not acting like fucking animals.
Listen,
No.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh my God!
Go ahead. Next question. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, Kenta.
This is why we can't grow. This is why we can't grow.
No,
This right
that's
here.
bullshit.
Come on.
And I'll call you out on it. It's bullshit. So my thing is I definitely agree. We gotta be able to hold the community accountable.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Right.
called the police anyways? You know what I'm saying? Why did nobody try to calm the situation? Nobody tried
Right.
to intervene. Hey, calm the situation. This was this girl's foster father who's outside with her. So we do have to address the fact that
It's
he
not
was
his
out
job.
there.
And
Call the
kick the
police. He
child.
probably called the police.
And
He's
kick the
probably the one who
child.
called the police. He was like, you know what? I can't handle this.
It is his job.
It is his
Well,
It
we have
is
to-
his job.
when you get done at the
It's
end
his
of the
job.
day,
They're killing these women.
That's his job. I think that's our problem right there.
I'd rather call the police.
Listen, that's our problem right there. When you say it's not their job, it is our job. That's our job. We need to try to prevent any type of altercation dealing with, especially young brothers and sisters.
So then we go to the point where he wasn't doing his job in the first place. To the
So-
point where his daughter was even
But
out
that's-
there.
but at
Well-
the end of the
well,
day, we gotta hold
so-
ourselves accountable.
Right.
That's why
That's what we got to do.
Hold ourselves accountable. What do you mean hold ourselves accountable? Should he hold himself accountable?
You want to
Or
add
should he
something
hold
to
this
that?
young
That was
girl
her foster
accountable
father.
for not being out
Right.
there?
Hold on. Red finna add something to that. Red finna add something to that. We're gonna leave that alone. We gonna leave that note. Where is that? The men that was out there, or the little boy, whatever you want to call them.
Look,
At the end of the day,
it's gonna get a
it
little,
could have been
Go ahead.
stopped.
it's gonna
They
get a
should've
little
stopped.
raw and uncut.
No, I hate that happening.
Only reason
Shit,
why I
definitely
say
should've stopped.
raw and uncut, cause us as so-called black men, that's why they look at us like they can't stick together. They can't come together on anything. It's nowhere in the world this guy should have let his daughter even have a knife.
Right.
First off,
Mhm.
why would you need a knife? Knowing that the police shooting anything on sight.
That look like you.
Anything on sight.
She was being.
We know they're killing
No,
kids.
no.
Hold on.
It was only two of them, wasn't
Hold
it?
on.
How many of them was it?
It was three.
It was
It was
four.
It was
four.
Okay, four.
But listen,
I fought 5 niggas at Boy Scout camp. Listen, I ain't got time for the bullshit.
listen.
She should have at least
Man,
been
could've
that young
prevented
girl
it,
was
period.
she was big as fuck. She should have been able to handle 4 girls on her.
Well, the
She also had
see,
people in her house. They should have came out and
Listen,
See,
helped her
that's
fight.
what the
Listen,
problem
They should have
is.
came out and helped her fight.
You had
Fight.
men out there that should have
Why
straightened
ain't
the
help her
They
fight?
shouldn't
situation
be fighting at
out.
all. What the
Why
fuck?
ain't they help?
What kind
Yeah,
of
they
examples
should've
are they
straightened the
fighting?
situation.
Why ain't they help?
Right.
Why ain't they help?
Listen.
He should have taught his daughter how to
Listen,
fight,
Listen, hold on, man. Hold on,
and they
She
should
got
have.
deeper
hold on,
roots.
hold on. Listen. Well, that's come from no structure. No, Remy. Listen, no. Listen, none of that shit that shouldn't have happened. What should have happened is that with that structure and law and discipline, see, he lawless. If he had knew the law, which he probably do, he's just not going by law and don't got no damn structure about itself. First of all, it don't matter if it was 4, 5 of them, no matter how big, small she is, period. They look girls. We as men should have automatically intervened with that. Them girls shouldn't have been fighting, period, at all. At no type of way. We need to start teaching them unity right then, right there. But see, this is what happened when we lawless. We are aid and abet and add on to it, studying de-escalating it. Studying getting rid of it, solving it. Ain't no way that should have happened with no men standing out there, period. Now, what they need to do, instead of protest against the police, I apologize. I know people ain't gonna like this. But they need to take all the men that were standing out there, watch that little girl that allowed that to happen, take them in the woods and cut their head off. Cause they just sit there and killed a little girl by aiding the baby and some bullshit when they could have avoided that as men. And then you want us, well, we want them to look at us like this, like he said, treat us like this. Treat you like what? How should I treat you?
Y'all getting into it over shit that we tell you. You're getting into it over shit we give you. Treat you like what? You don't even treat yourself like nothing. Go ahead, Miss Lady.
So and that connects to, you know, when they say, what about excuse me, black on black crime? You know, what about when we do stuff in our own neighborhood?
It has nothing to do with police brutality, though.
Right. Let's
Let's separate them two.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
talk about black on black crime in another issue because we know that exists. You
right.
got white on white crime, Asian on Asian,
And they ain't talking to
That's
you about.
nothing new.
And they ain't talking.
That's nothing
And
new.
they ain't talking to. And listen. And they ain't
That's
talking
at
to you
another
about it.
time.
That's yeah. They ain't talking to you about it. But we do have to deal with ourselves. This one thing I like about Malcolm X when he said, there cannot be no black and white unity, the first black unity. How could there be how can we be unified with anyone and we can't even unify with each other? How can any of us call ourselves men or anybody call themselves a woman when they don't even want to, you know what I'm saying, go by laws and directions and structure, I meant to say. Because see, for number one, hold on, let me say this here. Let me say this. The reason why I say that is because this here. When you agree to something that you know not right, that you know is false, you will become lawless. You bogus. You're not real. I don't give a damn if they paying you $1 million. If you agree with anything that you know that's not real, that's not right, then you lesser than anything that you say that you are. And that's truth. Because
So
you know.
so in other words, those issues don't connect.
No, the reason why I don't, because check this out. If Tony kill his son, you think they're gonna come to the black community and talk to you about that? No, they're not. So
My thing is both all the issues or
no. Listen,
we're still dying.
Right. So
man, woman, and child.
Listen, that's because you still talking about all issues. No, we got to deal with our own issues. Nobody else.
It go back to what Hebrew Ben said also too. Go back to what he said.
I say.
When you said about coming together.
Right. We're all voting and stuff like that on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Like you, Hebrew Ben, you over there. I'm over here. Red over there. And then they clapping here and we thinking it's cool, but they clapping something else over there. And then we want these people to do this and say, this is all of us. How could that be?
Okay, so how do we begin?
We got to have that more code. We got to have some type of more code.
It's a curse. That's what I meant to say also.
Oh. When is the curse going to end?
How
do we break this curse?
When you get yourself together and start going by law, then whatever curse on you is broke.
And you talk about by law. I mean, that's anybody's perception of what law is.
No, listen, law, the universal laws, the universal law.
We don't have
the higher power laws.
That's why things are being
laws. I'm talking about the universal law. Right, like you said, that's why we don't have no moral code, because we don't have no law.
May I ask something?
Go ahead, my brother.
What are the universal laws?
Give them the universal laws. They're in the Bible.
The commandments, man.
The commandments is in the Bible. It's in the
Which
Bible.
are what?
Keep the 10.
All right, so
that's you can
thou
start,
shalt not have no God before me. Thou shalt not commit adultery. I'm paraphrasing. That's not going to be in order. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Motherfucking
Okay.
Bear false witness.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Okay.
What's another one?
I'm not even.
We 1, 2, 3 away. We 3 away.
Okay, with all this now, when you say
I'm
finna make the connection.
Keep the Sabbath.
Okay.
Keep the Sabbath as a holy day.
Don't put no other God before me.
I said that
already.
No.
We 2 more away.
I don't remember, honey.
We 2 more away.
Anybody else over in the audience?
Yeah, we finna pull all 12 of them up.
Okay, so
No, it's 10 of them.
I'll
with
put
the
the
extra
10 in the comments, but
'Cause
Yeah.
we 2 more away.
Well, okay, so when we talk about these
Hold
laws,
on, I apologize, sis.
okay.
We trying to figure out the law. The law is the 10 Commandments. I'm trying to figure out the last 2 of the 10 Commandments so that
I
we
think
don't
you
carry
already
I
around.
know which one you
said
go
it.
with. You name with no idols, you know what I mean?
No
Yeah, no
Idols?
idols.
Listen, hold on.
Your idols.
That's
all
9.
that.
Thou shalt claim no false idols.
And, respect your parents, man.
Bow and respect
Oh,
thy
okay.
parents.
Okay, so
So-
when,
So those are the 10 Commandments.
All right.
Those are 10 laws, right? That's the law.
I'm piggybacking off you though.
Tell me which one of those is about a relationship outside the covenant of somebody else's wife.
The first one
All
you
of
said.
All of them.
You know, it said
Hold on.
All of them.
How?
All of them. You break
No, no,
any
no,
one of
no,
them
no,
laws.
no,
You-
no, no, no.
You saw mess with somebody's wife.
And I asked how. Because
Easy.
No, I gotta
because
do
we
it.
just said we have to stand,
I ain't got time for
we have to live according
Yeah,
to
'cause
the
he-
law. The law is the 10 Commandments. Listen, I've tracked this question ever since Jay's ever been talking about the law. So I'm asking though, if the law is the 10 Commandments,
start with that. But that rest on
right.
all of them.
The
Right.
law is the 10 Commandments. That's
Right.
what we starting with. But I haven't.
Hey, let
I
me
haven't
break
even
this.
moved
Listen,
on yet.
listen. Let
We
me
starting with the
let me
10
break this one law
Commandments.
down to you,
And
though.
which one talks about? Which
Listen.
one talks about your actual relationship?
This is the law that
Besides
talks about your.
covering somebody's wife.
This is the one that
What
talks
did we
about your
say?
actual
No,
relationship.
We just agreed upon it. Yeah. What
Yeah.
did we say?
It's this one right here. It say a wise man must not indulge in
That's a
foolish.
proverb. That's
Listen,
not a
listen,
commandment.
listen,
We talking
listen
about
to
the
me.
10
This is a
Commandments.
commandment.
That's a
A
proverb.
man must not indulge in foolish activity, or he'll become a fool.
That's a proverb. I'm
He
talking
so
about
that
commandments.
means that
Because if you're talking about proverbs, then we should also come with wisdom. And if we come
right.
with
And see,
wisdom,
now that
we
you
have to
said
have
that,
all 10
now,
commandments
listen, what I'm
within
trying
our
to tell
hearts,
you.
written up on the tables of our hearts, as a matter
Okay,
of
now
fact.
Remy,
so
if
that we
you
can
said
call back
wisdom,
on
then
them at
you
any
should
point in
understood
time.
what I
because
said
if we do
then.
not have them, how
You
can we
should
hold ourselves to them?
you should
Much
understand.
like the
Let him
7
talk.
deadly
Let him
sins.
talk. Let him talk.
So
Let
my
him talk.
question is this: what are the 7 deadly vices or the 7 deadly sins?
Being a fool and being caught up in foolish
That's basically
communication.
pride.
which-
That's
no,
one of them.
no.
What's the next one?
See, you're not understanding. You're speaking wisdom, but you're not catching the drift.
That's anger. That's 2. What's the other 5?
Your question was about relationship, right?
Right. And so,
Right, let's
but
go
that's
back.
not what
Yes,
we're talking.
because we
That's what
brought this whole
Wait,
thing
wait,
to
wait.
relationships, and if we're
But we
gonna
don't
bring
wanna
it
get
to
into the-
relationships brought under the law, I have to
Yeah,
know what the
I'm
law is. If the
Yeah.
law is the 7
We're
commandments,
getting into the
then
weeds.
if
We
the
don't
law
have to
is
do
the
that.
10
Yeah,
commandments,
yeah. That's what
what
that's
10
really why I was
commandments
trying to
actually
detour. I didn't really want to
relationship?
go into that because I know where that's at. So this is what I mean. Listen, hold on. Listen, you fine. Listen, you fine. We're not gonna go into that, but when we talk about wisdom, when we talk about all that, and we talk about that, and that's why the greater, the higher power says, do not indulge in foolish conversation. It will reduce your wisdom, and you'll have yourself in a bind of a bunch of stuff that we're not targeting. We're not targeting. We chopping. Everybody, let's chop. We ain't trying to get off into nothing personal. We don't want to do that. We want to stay on the scale.
We talking about the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk.
It went to
I
the police.
apologize.
Yeah,
I was
no.
talking to the police. It's just
No.
a long trip to get
Look.
back to the police.
No, we fine. We fine because see, when we really get to chopping, and then if individual want to just like literally just chop and then do some real like scientist chopping, we can do some real heavy chopping. Now we want to talk about all that. We can skip that page, and then we can just get on the level of just flat fit freestyle and chopping straight off the dome. Then we'll see where everybody game at and see who leave empty and who leave full. Because the game is real cold. It's not poker. It's not chess. It's reality. It's called checkmate when it's in your face. We can get to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Heavy chopping. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some real mass chopping. Let's get on some chopping on whatever level we want to chop it on. Because I'm prepared to chop. I don't want to talk about nobody. Individual.
All right.
Chop.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about no individual.
So we was just talking about, when you say laws, like, he said he's been doing a lot of studying on it since you brought it up.
Right.
And a lot of
Right.
people don't know what that is. So
Everybody
if
know
you
what
been
that.
in the 10 Commandments, then can you say that?
We said you listen. I said universal laws. You already knew that. You can name the
A lot
law.
of people don't know
Listen,
that, though,
if you listen, I said universal laws. He named the law. Now But name it all, we was talking about character in the law. The law would teach you character. The law would not have you
Where do we
speaking.
find these laws?
Listen, the
What I
laws is in the Bible. I got the Bible right there, bro. Go pull my Bible. It's sitting on the laws right now. Pull them out and put it on the table. It's underlined. No problem. I got everything on paper right there. It's not an issue. But the thing is, you can tell when you're not going by any type of these laws, or you just reading these laws or studying these laws, because your conduct explains it. What comes out your mouth explains it. You know what I'm saying? How you live and explain the type of things the type of thoughts that you have explains what type of law that you living under. And that's true.
Correct.
Okay. All
And
right.
it brings us
So I want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we talk about black on black crime now?
Yeah, that's what we was talking about.
I mean, and I ain't saying black on black crime. I'm saying senseless black crime. Senseless. And when I say that, I mean, you know, I had a conversation with a friend over the weekend, and the conversation we talked about somebody we know moving, you know, and just sick of hearing gunshots and bullshit. in the neighborhood.
The neighborhood.
And her comment was, well, you'll hear that anywhere you go. And to me, the difference is, I don't want to hear useless shit. If I go somewhere and somebody's shooting, maybe they shooting because the car is getting broken into, or somebody breaking into their house. Just boys in the neighborhood playing with guns, you know what I'm saying? And these bullets could come back down, and that's where we get the most senseless killings from. So there is a difference between what gunshots you hear. Where you at? Nobody wants to hear senseless fucking gunshots every night.
Well, you want to know what?
Killed.
You want to know what?
Yeah.
You are you running out? Are you
shooting in the air, riding down the street, shooting at houses? It's bullshit.
Are you out there running out there shooting a gun senseless? Are you out there running shooting a gun senseless? What about you, my man in the back? How about you, cuz? Them folks are demonic, cause I'm not running out there shooting nothing either. Them are demonic spirits. They roam around you.
How do you separate that from the gunshots you might hear because your neighbor is trying to protect their
You
property?
you can't separate it. You
Yes,
just
you
keep it
have
away
to.
from you. Long as ain't nobody shooting in your house,
That ain't got nothing. No, well, we just said we got
you can't change it. It's out there.
So that's just going back to like what she said. You'll hear gunshots everywhere
You
you go.
don't.
It's okay.
You don't.
It's right. It's there. Like I need
It's
to.
tied to
It's
so
different.
much stuff though.
It is.
right.
So if it's happening, it ain't really no different.
We know it's
I
happening,
mean,
You
but we
hear
know we not doing it.
You hear more gunshots down there in the white community
than
than in the black
why
community.
it's happening.
Late at night on
You know
certain
what I'm
Christmas
saying?
days,
I
you
know
hear
that.
more gunshots in their
It
community than
makes
you
it
will in our
okay,
community.
you
You know?
know.
I just
Everybody
gave
know
you.
who's
I just
shooting in the
gave you an
community.
example.
You know, we know
About
they
5
shooting over
people
there.
in here say they wasn't
Yeah.
shooting.
Okay, so and when I said earlier in the show that police will get less police because nobody's gonna want police no more. You call the
Look,
police because you heard gunshots on
A lawless community and no police.
Right. So who
You want to live in that?
who gonna be
Cause I don't.
who gonna be affected?
You affected now. So if you ain't got no police, what you think all this shooting you talking about? They gonna be shooting in your house then. With no police?
Yeah.
You won't live in that? I don't. We need the police. We just need them to be reformed.
So that's why if a person is
We need them to protect their oath. They protect and serve, not protect and kill.
That's the tear right there.
But if somehow the media and all of that have controlled the narrative, police are scared of the black man. The
Who are
black
the
man is
media?
scared of the police.
Who in the media?
We know who the media is. The people with
The news outlets and all that, right?
People that controls what
The
you
stuff
think,
that they
what
want you to
think.
hear.
I just want to jump
The
on
stuff
fuck
they
Ted
want
Turner
you to hear.
Wagon to say Ted Turner just because fuck Ted Turner. I just want to say that real quick.
Okay, all right.
Nobody.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, this is
Yeah,
very
but
knowledgeable.
for real, we can't live in a community without no police. Maybe we need more police like us, if you feel that way.
Well, I'm gonna just say this. I'd rather live in a community where if I heard gunshots, it's my neighbors protecting their property and protecting our neighborhood.
That's how it should be.
Than live in a community where somebody is not raising their children right, and they got their teenage and young 20-year-old sons randomly shooting and shit, and it's kids around here, you know.
I say one
I'd
thing,
rather live in that kind of neighborhood.
and just because I've never said it, but hey, just because she said it, shout out to my across the street neighbor Will. Dude raised his sons well as fuck. Like he raised all his kids good as fuck. Ain't nobody out here shooting up the streets. I know niggas out here like same age as his son out here selling weed, grabbing stolos, all that shit. His son out here on his bullshit. He box, he do his thing. Hey yo, shout out to my big bro Will Could, like on me.
Okay.
Across the street, my neighbor. Like real shit.
Okay. All right.
Real man. Own his own house,
We'll put that
raise
in the
his
comments.
kids, hold down his shit on me.
Make
He
sure
looking
you
after
put-
my mama crib when I ain't there, neighbors' cribs, everybody, him,
That's
and
what's
the other
up.
Will across the street, man, on me, girl.
That's
All
what's
right.
up.
My neighbors about that shit.
And,
We'll
and
shout
cuz
them out in the
Jay.
comments.
and Sean, like
Jay
what
too. Jay,
All my neighbors about that shit.
Oh,
cuz.
really?
He sure look out. Okay.
Oh yeah, you know how we
Go
do
ahead,
it.
And Sean,
BNAC.
no, what you were saying
I was
about
on
like
some neighbors shit,
how can we stop like
Shout out to my neighbors.
senseless shootings and crime and all that stuff? I mean, we
Right.
really
Those are the crimes. Those are the crimes that are mostly killing people. The senseless fucking shootings.
but it kind of go back to the beginning of the conversation we had, like about us just in the community just helping each other. Like
Right.
one thing, I'm always gonna refer to the Bible, man. It says Christ said, "The work is plenteous, but the laborers are few." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
Like we just got to get out here and just try to stop people. You know what I mean? Spread your truth to people. Let them know, like, look, man, don't do certain things, and hopefully, you can be a good influence to somebody. That's the only thing you really can do at this point, and live your life to the best way that you want other people to live towards you.
It's
You know what I mean?
right. Once your light, see, once your see, it's so difficult. I mean, to explain. I mean, we could be knowledgeable all day, but it's difficult. The reason I say this is because, see, once your light is on, a person can see that light in you. That's when we're able to start transitioning the community. It's not enough people walking in the community that have that bulb lit.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, this is this is not knowledge. This is not education. This is a different type of connection to a different source that fuel that light that can't nobody put out. And if once a person see that light, that child, that adult, that little girl, that young man, they gonna want that light. They not following you, they following that light. Wherever that light go, that's where they gonna go. That's how they gonna move. So that comes from what? Like we were just arguing about. That comes from this same thing, the universal laws. It's more than just reading the laws. It's a whole lot that goes in you with that. You know what I'm saying? That because once you get that wisdom, once you start, giving it to you, you'll start seeing different. You know what I'm saying? The words and the stuff is alive. It's alive. So it's difficult.
My man in the back.
Oh, you got
Okay, go ahead, bro. Okay, I apologize. Go ahead. Oh, yes, you can. Go ahead. Yeah, you can. Yeah, speak up.
Why every race can't start their own police?
How would it work though?
Every race do got their own police. Well, every
They
ethnic
already
group of
started
people.
one, so it's like they can keep that one.
Repeat that question so the viewers can hear.
He said, why don't why can't every race have its own police? Now, check this out. The cold part about it, who you see governing Mexicans? Who you see governing Asians. Every race do got their own police. We just don't. We being governor. That's the difference. Go ahead, Miss Lady. If you think
I
about
think this question, I'm in a lot of groups on social media, as everybody knows, because can't find knowledge around you, you go out in the world and find people that think like you. Where is these black police when their coworkers are killing people that look like them? Where they at?
Okay, since you said that statement there, let me back you up for that. You know where they at? On their union job, being just as the rest of the people in the corporation. Listen, doing what they do best. Watch you take that fall and make sure they keep their check. So when you reach out and get knowledge when you can't find it nowhere else, look in the mirror and face reality. Knowledge is right in your face. Like y'all walking around looking for Jesus and God is right in you. Take a look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the game get deep. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying too, you know, we be chopping, man. You know, we be pitching out. You know what I'm saying? But we brothers up here, we speaking from a spiritual mode. You know, we speaking, you know, because that's our protection right there. You know, that's what going. You know, because I believe that I'm pretty sure I can chop it up with probably any scholar with that book. There, you know, I can get understanding. I can take you to it if it, you know, it ain't no problem. It's there.
All right, man. Okay.
Be safe. Appreciate y'all coming out.
All right.
Oh, I want to say one thing, bro. Like, hey, listen,
Go ahead.
and I'm sorry. It's not.
Man, you fine. You
I
chopping.
promise it's not up to me. Like, once again, bro, if you go back and watch the videos, I'm a cynical universal Christian, right? So, like me, I follow Christ, like word, the Bible, I fuck with it. But like most of the people, like, the Bible was just a tool to like manipulate motherfuckers and shit. So like motherfuckers be like, man, fuck them. Like, if you believe the Bible that bad, they're like, we don't give a fuck. So I'm saying, like, I feel you know about like the whole mark. But understand, I was in 7th grade when I first learned that shit. So it's like for me, I'm learning past that and I past that. So it's like I've gotten involved in a lot of shit past that. So it's like, yo, I feel you on that 100%. I'm a preacher's kid. I was brought up in the church. I'm a cynical universal Christian. The cynical part is that I understand that all religions.
So you saying like you saying like you use this analogy. So this is like a video game. The Bible is like one level, and you skip to you on a boss mode level now, or you on a whole nother level right now. Well, you on the Bible is one level.
You ain't heard my flow earlier.
Now
I said I did a speed run on Windwalker.
But hold on, let me say this. But let me answer this question. The Bible is one level. The Bible is one level, and then now you on another level. Is what you're saying. But the Bible talk about from the beginning to the end. Always talking about what we in right now. The prophecies, everything. It ain't no other level. I'm telling you, dog. That's the Bible.
Can I say something?
The Bible is the level. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Okay.
You're not the first person to read the Bible. Hitler
Mm-hmm.
believes in extraterrestrials. A lot of the shit he did was according to like apocryphal texts on extraterrestrials and a lot of other extra shit. So like the people who are in charge and like running shit, like it's not outside of the realm of
Believe in
belief.
extraterrestrials because he looking at them right now. We the extraterrestrials.
That's all. So listen, all right. So listen. I literally, like, my excuse is that I'm drunk, so I can't keep saying it. One more time. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If there are people working against us, there are people working for us. Y'all don't realize it, but the people working for us is winning. And what we're doing is letting the old people watch their old shows on repeat while we move their shit out of the house.
All right. So you want to break that down, Jay? What he just said?
You can't break that down.
Well,
I'm giving one more brick for the road.
All right.
Blessings. Go get the bill. Otherwise, they're gonna kill y'all. I'm not even joking. They're gonna kill y'all. Like, I gotta go.
Let me
get
say this
my
for the
stuff.
camera, man. The Bible is a
Kill me.
living
Like,
book,
I go to
man.
the
Like
beaches
it's
and they kill me.
everything that's going on today is written in the Bible. So it ain't like you can read it and it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible been around for thousands of years, and everything that's written. Some of the stuff happened, some of the stuff ain't happened yet. So, you know.
so look here. We finna get ready to wrap it up. This was a nice show, but in all, I want y'all always to remember this here. Never argue with a fool. If you do, you'll become foolish, and the fool will become wise. But for a man to be that wise, it says a proverb, but didn't understand that he was being a fool, and I was trying to tell him, I'm not a fool. I don't have time for that. This is not a debate or argument. You know what I'm saying? The reason I bagged up off that